Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good rotation of the earth. May the peace of the Holy Spirit be with you. Welcome to the World Crown. All of you are the children of heaven. From the worst of you at this present time to the very best of you. As children of heaven, you, if not those who run important matters of government, business, and organizational life, are subject to the perfect application of higher justice, which supersedes that of your own government or any kind of world tribune not approved by the World Crown. I should not need to state why the Holy Spirit overrides your governments and has thus far brought forth great justice. You should know why. Also know that the justice, judgments, and application of the power of God's Holy Spirit are a last resort. Perfectly timed and unsensational, so we can reflect on why and begin to work with the better authority of the World Crown, something which governments did not have until 2017 when we opened. Life in a socialist, communist, Harry Potter, white supremacy world can be quite violent and demeaning. For you who experience liars and violence in your nation, you are reminded that you know intuitively that harming other people is wrong. Our Holy Spirit has also given us laws and governments to better manage the human condition and deter criminal behavior. So everything bad that happens is the fault of humans for not following good laws and rules. Our Holy Spirit allows us to suffer our own governments and political philosophies when they don't follow good ethics, good rules, and good laws. This so we can reflect and make better philosophies and better governments. The better our philosophies and the better we are at governing and making sure people are treated as they should be, the less problems there will be in the world. I want again to wish you all a happy, blessed New Year. I remind everyone that the writing ministry of the judgment of God's Holy Spirit will begin to curtail when critical contact has been made by any nation's reformed central government. Right now, many leaders no longer with us are still being shown irresponsibly on television, the radio, and the internet. God rest them. The irresponsible use of the virtual persona of a man or woman political leader is a sign that very deceptive people are still in control of things. And they don't want the world at large to know that the glorious leaders of our world have been judged by God's Holy Spirit like common criminals. Personally, I find God's justice refreshing. It is especially pleasant to know that we have gotten divine justice for every major terror and criminal event in real time from 1919 to the present. Otherwise, things would be a mess. Moving on. YouTubers. YouTube is subject to internet terrorism like anything else. If your YouTube account is disabled by terrorists who are liars and accuse people of deceptive practices, just start a new YouTube account. Terrorists all the time pretend to own YouTube. We are bringing them to justice. While we are in the current phase of the World Crown, which is writing the judgment of God's Holy Spirit, 1919 to the present, we are freely advertising many businesses and YouTube accounts. Free advertising, after all, is why people become YouTubers. If we use your YouTube account, remember that you get great exposure at the World Crown. If an unknown person who is not the World Crown places you on their YouTube playlist, consider that a freebie. If that unknown person is not a good person, your video on their account will draw people to your good YouTube account. In an instant, your YouTube account becomes a light of hope because your video on their playlist will contrast with those people who are not in good standing with the World Crown at this time. Lastly, we can't guarantee that your video will make it to our main playlist. But if you want your video to play on our main playlist, which streams on television, you have to set your controls to your video and accept that anyone might stream that video. We have set our controls mindful and trusting in our Holy Spirit to protect us wherever we might play. Also, almost anyone, if they are good people, can place any of our videos on their YouTube accounts and even stream our media on their good websites. Our presence on any good website will draw people to good information and emergency services, as well as the religious presentation of the judgment of the world. I should also say that my Holy Spirit has full editing control. And so if a bad person tries to stream the World Crown with the wrong intentions, they might not get satisfaction. The Holy Spirit protects my image. The Holy Spirit also protects your personal image, even without asking or praying. And so, YouTubers, after we enter into our next phase, we will contact you if we have used your video to say thank you and to invite you to visit the Versailles as tourists and as special guests, all expenses paid. I see a plane full of YouTubers in the future with lots of friendly, nice police officers there to accompany you as well. Let me say thank you to all YouTubers for your patience. If you are religious and you pray correctly, the Holy Spirit will give you answers to any questions you have. Thank you, and have an excellent day.